Up for grabs may be the best way to describe the National League Central entering 2025, as every team has a reason to believe that this could be their year. The Brewers were expected to fall to the back of the pack in 2024. Instead, they won 93 games and a second straight division crown. The Crew has to feel like the favorite label is theirs until further notice. The Cubs were supposed to push Milwaukee, but spent most of the year hovering around 500. The pressure is there to make a market improvement in 2025. On the flip side, the Cardinals probably overachieved in matching Chicago's 83 wins. With a wide-open division, the motivation is there to further prove that 2023 was but a one-year bump for one of baseball's most successful franchises. Cincinnati saw a core of young pitchers step up last year, and if the electric Elly De La Cruz can ignite the offense, the Reds have the pieces to move towards the top of the division. Pittsburgh's Paul Skeens burst onto the scene a year ago, but Pittsburgh is more than a 22-year-old phenom. The Bucks bolted out of the gates in each of the last two seasons. If they can find a way to finish, they could be one of 2025's biggest surprises.
It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Milwaukee Brewers looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond.
And now,
opening day festivities ramping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. In the air, left field, down the line. And it stays fair.
Dominant performance for him today. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's downstairs. 1-0. With the go-ahead run at first here on opening day. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Next for the Brewers,
the right fielder,
Sal
number
Frelick.
10, Sal Frelick.
And that is out of play.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Chisholm out on the off-balance throw.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Catcher William Contreras.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Brings it in, and that's the third out. So one hit is all they get. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. And we still have no score. Back here in New York, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Peralta back to work. Swings through that one for strike one. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a fourth-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit one homer his senior year. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Volpe in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got him. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And Judge spoils that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Judge rips that one. Mitchell moving back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
12, Rhys Hoskins.
Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jackson Chourio will hit next. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Close, but call the ball. Ball one. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Fouled off. He was late. In the air out to center. And it falls. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Ortiz swings through it for strike 1. On the ground, 2 ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one.
The batter number 2.
This is Bryce Terang. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly, and they take the lead in the 7th. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2 to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores. Here comes Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Ortiz at second. Monasterio on at first with 2 down. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. A couple of runs in the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Lifted in the air, right field. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. The Yankees looking to rally. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Terang. And that will end the inning.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the
63.
8th. Fernando Cruz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Dominguez puts it away, and there's 1 down. And now it's William Contreras. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaisiga getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver also throwing. And it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Dominguez pulls that one down, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. This one in the air. Goldie settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits. Bottom of the inning, here is Goldschmidt. Right through there for a strike.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Strike 2.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. One out, base is empty. In the air, left field, Chourio puts it away for the out.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Dominguez in the box now, no balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Into center and a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Bellinger in the box now, takes strike 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. The tying run at the plate. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score to second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now, here is Anthony Volpe. Squeezes it. That is the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. And this new inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Cruz back to work. Soft contact in the air, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The center fielder, number 5.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, third baseman
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. To third, and that goes foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll get down for a hit. The throw to third, in there safely.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
2 on, 1 out. Bryce Terang now at the plate. And he grounds one to the right side, but it kicks foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Volpe pulls it down, and there's 2 down. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead in the 9th.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. This one popped up right side. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. And we're back. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Hard hit left side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that misses. And that is ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fastball for a strike.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
His club is very happy he's at the plate in this moment. He loves hitting in these high leverage situations, and he seems to deliver the goods more often than not.
Tying run at the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And it remains 2-2. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
Ryan Hudson comes on now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Judge around second. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Throws it away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Chisholm up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. In the air, center field. And that is a big first out. He's 2 outs away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
That's out.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Fought off foul.
But I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he
to first, might be 2, slings to second. Oh, he throws it away, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big time costly mistake there. So it's their last chance in this one. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in, trying to deliver as the hero. Lifted to left, and this should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers strand the tying run on base to win it. Here at American Family Field, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. Welcome in. We're in the 6th inning, already 2 men out. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers.
Now batting,
struck
the
out,
shortstop,
and he is
Andrew
walked.
Monasterio.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. He will score. And they lead by 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Big pitch, hard and inside, but he showed.
Now pitching.
And now it's Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one.
Angel Serva.
And he swings through that one.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Late swing, foul to the left. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Monasterio brings it in. Now there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Fermin stands in now and watches strike 1.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 out, base is empty. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
Brewers.
turn to the lefty in this spot, Jared Koenig.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Lofted in the box again. Takes a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Out there to center. Terang on his way over. Makes the catch, inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next, William Contreras. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Inside, just missed.
They might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle so much.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Renfroe snags it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jackson.
Down the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him. So digging in, Sal Frelick. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Up now for Milwaukee, Tyler Black. And first offering is fouled off. Frelick off of first with 2 away. And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. Oh. Close, but called a ball. And a count now even up.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
In the air, left field. Melendez going after it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 5 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
India.
Jonathan India at the plate. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB the show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
Popped up. Hoskins moves under it. 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
2 down, bases empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Knee high, that's in for a strike. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that.
Now pitching for Kansas
Back
City.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll
35.
into the bottom of the 8th. Chris Stratton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So, man aboard, Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Ground ball left side to India at second for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Yelich at the dish. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Go down quietly. They lead this one, though, 5-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Massey in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. The Royals down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Renfroe in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Koenig is just 1 strike away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
There's a swing and a drive, and it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Melendez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Check swing called strike, and it's 1-1. Lifted to left, and that should do it. It gets down, a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Pitching for the Brewers, number 29.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. McGill, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. And that clips the inside corner. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got it, and that's the ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, welcome if you just joined us, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, as we've got 2 away in the 9th. So up next, Blake Perkins.
Right fielder, number
0 for 3 in this one.
Perkins.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that is the ball game.